you struggle with showing vulnerability and feel like it makes you look weak? Today I'll show you how embracing vulnerability can actually be a source of strength in your faith journey. Hi, I'm Stephanie Hicks. I'm a spiritual care coach for women of faith, and I specialize in deconstruction, reconstruction, faith, and the Enneagram. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for more authentic faith content. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you know when a new video is uploaded. Let's get into the concept of vulnerability and why it's essential for our spiritual growth. Vulnerability is often seen as a weakness, but in reality, it's a strength. In 2 Corinthians 12:9, Paul writes, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." This scripture highlights the importance of embracing our weaknesses so that God's power can be revealed in us. Being vulnerable means being honest about our struggles, fears, and insecurities. It requires us to let down our guard and admit that we don't have everything figured out. This honesty allows God's grace to work through us, showing His strength in our moments of weaknesses. When we embrace vulnerability, we open ourselves up to deeper connections with others, and it allows us to build authentic relationships based on trust and mutual support rather than on pretense and perfection. In my own faith journey, I found that being vulnerable has led to some of my greatest moments of growth. When I admitted my struggles and sought support, I found strength and encouragement from my faith community. This openness allowed God's love and grace to flow through others to me, reinforcing my belief in His care and provision. The Bible is full of examples of vulnerability leading to strength. David, a man after God's own heart, often expressed his fears, doubts, and weaknesses in the Psalms. Yet, it was through his vulnerability that he experienced God's love and faithfulness. Another powerful example is Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane. He openly expressed his anguish and asked for the cup of suffering to be taken from him. Yet, he surrendered to God's will. This moment of vulnerability showed his humanity and deep trust in the Father, ultimately leading to His redemptive sacrifice for us. Have you experienced the power of vulnerability in your faith journey? How has it impacted your relationship with God and others? Share your experiences in the comments below. Being open about our struggles and weaknesses can deepen our relationship with God. When we are honest with Him about our pains and fears, we invite His presence and comfort into our lives. This openness fosters a more intimate and trusting relationship with God. Vulnerability also strengthens our relationships with others. When we share our true selves, we allow others to see us as we are, fostering deeper connection and mutual support. This authenticity can inspire others to be vulnerable as well, creating a community where everyone feels seen and valued. Also, embracing our weaknesses and sharing them with others can lead to a shared sense of humanity and solidarity. It reminds us that we are not alone in our struggles and that we can rely on each other for support and encouragement. Now, you know I like to give practicals, so we can put what we learn into action. So here are some practicals to embrace vulnerability. Share your story with trusted individuals or groups. Find a safe space where you can share your experiences and feelings without fear of judgment. This could be a close friend, a small group, or a support community. Sharing your story helps to lighten your burden and allows others to provide support and encouragement. Allow yourself to feel and express emotions. Crazy enough, many of us think we can avoid or bypass emotions. Give yourself permission to feel and express your emotions honestly. Whether it's through crying, talking, or writing, expressing your emotions helps to process and release them. Suppressing emotions can lead to greater stress and disconnection from yourself and others. Seek God's presence and strength in moments of weaknesses. Turn to God in your moments of weakness. Ask for His strength and guidance. Pray honestly about your struggles and fears and trust that His grace is sufficient for you. Meditate on scriptures that remind you of His strength and faithfulness. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe and share it with others. Hit that notification bell so that you won't miss any future content. Remember, I have a free 5-day devotional series called Uncovering Your True Identity, where I'll help you to find your true purpose and then how to best align your faith so that you can live as your most authentic self. Register at the link in the description box. Today we talked about the importance of vulnerability and faith. We shared personal and biblical examples of how vulnerability leads to strength. We reflected on how being open about our struggles can deepen our relationships, and we offered practical ways to embrace vulnerability. I encourage you to take a step towards embracing vulnerability in your own life. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but it can lead to a deep spiritual growth and stronger connections with God and others. I love to hear about your experiences with vulnerability and finding strength and weaknesses. So share your stories in the comments below. Any questions that you have, I'd also like to hear those. Remember, embracing vulnerability is a powerful step towards authentic faith and deep connections. Stay connected, stay encouraged, and I'll see you in the next video. God bless.